All right. What's good? What's good? What's up? Coach Room's in the house. So I think this is my first video of 2021, 2022. Yeah, I'm still stuck in 2021. I don't know. Might be my first video. I don't remember, but yo, a lot of stuff's happened since my last video. I think my last video was a law of attraction video or some hitting videos when I was at John Paul II High School in the cages, whatever, just chilling. A lot of stuff has happened since then. So let me tell you. So let me update y'all on like what's good. Um, so I currently teach at Plano West, senior high school here in Plano, Texas, and I coach softball at John Paul II High School, Plano, Texas, which is just right down the street. As you can see right there, that's our championship photo from when we won state. Oh, speaking of state, yeah, boy, that's our state ring. 2021, TAPS Division One state champions. So what's going on with that is preparing for season. We just got our scrimmages started and preparing and getting ready to like defend this title right quick. So that's number one. Number two is that I'm gonna be leaving. At the end of the season. So I had applied. I was on American Baseball Coaches Association and looking at their job postings, and I saw a position available for Major League Baseball in China. In China. And so I read it. To me, I kind of fit the profile and sent them a resume. That was it. And fully expecting to never hear from them whenever I've applied to many college jobs, many pro jobs, never heard anything. So that was, to me, it was nothing different. So I just applied, sent my resume, that was it. No big deal. So a couple weeks later, I ended up getting this phone call from one of the representatives from Major League Baseball in China, and we talked. In fact, we had just finished practice. I was over at JP2, and we talked, and we just vibed. You know what I mean? So talked about my experience as a player, talked about my experiences as a coach, the different places that I used to live, that I used to play, and all of that, and the different places that I used to coach, and all of that. So we just, we were on the phone for over an hour. We just talked and we just vibed, And then he was like, okay, a couple of days, I'll go ahead and set up a Zoom interview with the head of Major League Baseball in China. Were you available? And I said, yeah, definitely. So took the Zoom phone call right here in my classroom here at Plano West High School. As you can tell, this is my classroom. And so after school, they called, did the Zoom interview with the head of Major League Baseball in China. And then I answered had a whole bunch of questions, obviously, because I've never been to mainland China. I've been to Hong Kong before many times, but never mainland China. And so I had a whole bunch of questions, and made sure that I was thorough in asking all my questions, and I felt comfortable. And again, the other guy that called me, a couple of days before that, it was all three of us. We were on that Zoom call, and it was good, But then again, I've done 100 Zoom phone interviews and never heard anything about it. No big deal. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. So I felt pretty good about that interview, and then I was like, man, let me let my girl know, because being a Major League Baseball coach is something that I want to do long term. I would love to coach affiliated baseball. I would love to coach, in the show and all of that. Do I think that I can do it? Absolutely. Or else I wouldn't apply. But like I said, I've done many Zoom interviews, never heard anything. So did the Zoom interview, it went fine, and it just went back to my normal, life. I did tell my girl, I was like, hey, there was a job available for Major League Baseball, and I just kind of just wanted to know, whether or not she was going to be down, because if I got to leave and go to China, that's much different from Texas, and, this long distance relationship thing, I just wanted to make sure that she was still down, because I am, and maybe about 9-10 days later, they called me on the phone and they offered me a position, Major League Baseball in China. And I said, hey, can can I think about it? How much time? One of the things that was important to me was I wanted to be able to finish the softball season. Plus, I'm on the contract here as a teacher all the way all the way until May. And softball season for us finishes in May, and I wanted to make sure that that they didn't need me like next week. Right now is January 28th, 29th, or something like that. 28th. I see it on my computer. And I just wanted to make sure that they didn't need me next week, because if they needed me next week, I wouldn't have did it because, again, we're just starting softball season. We won the state championship the year before. We want to do it again, and I want to be part of that. And they were like, no, it's maybe sometime in July, all the paperwork, with the Chinese government, work visas and all of that. So I was like, cool, sweet. So we can go ahead and do this. So thought about it a couple of days, had to discuss it, with my girl. And she was like, it's all good, let's do this. She understands that, being in Major League Baseball is my dream. And she's not the type of woman that, will want to try to block that, which is all good. And so I had to let people know, I had to let, Jump Out to High School know. And everybody, I did a post on Facebook, and everybody, all of my friends, they're all congratulatory, they're all like, go get this, follow your dreams, congratulations, sad to see you go. I've been in Texas now coming up on 5 years. It may be 5 years. And I've developed, relationships, professional relationships, relationships with my players that I've had since I've been here coaching select and then later high school, friends. So I just had to let people know, like, I'm gonna be going to China, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. I don't speak a word of Mandarin. Well, I speak a little bit of Mandarin, but that's like the basics. Both my little girls, they can speak Mandarin to a point, but I'm totally down with it. I'm like, hey, let me in there, and let me, hey man, the people's teacher got to get on the street, and learn. So I'm not really intimidated by the language or the culture or anything like that. But as far as I'm concerned, the players all understand the language of baseball, and that's what I'm most excited about. And hopefully, this is a stepping stone, going towards Major League affiliated ball somewhere, which is the hope, which is the dream, which is the goal. So I have been away from doing my YouTube videos, but when I get over there, I'm gonna document the whole entire experience straight up, because when I really started researching, like trying to find out information about Major League Baseball China, I found a little bit. It was older. I'm gonna, keep everybody updated with the latest things that's going on, and upgrade, my all of my platforms, editing and all of that, just so that I can give everybody a full experience and keep everybody like updated. Everybody, including, my family and my loved ones, as to like what I'm doing, what's going on, what's the latest and all of that. Because China is a long way away from Texas. It's a long way away from California, which is where I'm from. So, and talk to my parents about it. They were excited. They were like, great, Major League Baseball, but China, like, damn, for real. And I'm like, yeah, because it's China. I mean, who gets the opportunity to go over there and go live in China and get paid to coach baseball? Not a lot of people. So I'm taking that experience. So that's the latest. I'm gonna keep this video short. It's already been 9 minutes. My kids, I think they're starting to stack up outside my classroom door, but it's all good. But that's where I'm going. So Coach Romeo Calhoun going to Major League Baseball in China, and I'm gonna update, with the John Paul II season and all of that. I'll continue to do my regular videos and all that, but I will definitely be documenting the whole Major League Baseball China experience with Coach Romeo Calhoun. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off because I got to get, people are outside waiting. So just wanted to make this quick video. All right. So like, comment. Hopefully subscribe. I don't have any subscribers. Hopefully we can start going. And I'll talk to you guys real soon. All right. So peace. Stay ring right there. We're going to get another one this year too. Watch. All right. I'm going to document the hell out of that too. Real talk.